What I liked about this programme was there was a very good mixture of people, a lot of people from the public sector, but a lot more people from the private sector, and also a wide range of people from within the private sector. So it gave everyone an opportunity just to find out what the world really looked like when you're inside those organisations and inside those sectors. And what you found out was that, in fact, it is actually very, very alike, very similar, and the sorts of problems that people are facing are very much the same. I've kept in contact with a number of people. I've also attended events, follow-up events, the alumni events, and again that gives you an opportunity not just to meet old colleagues and friends, because you make friends very rapidly in this programme, but also it puts you in contact with others who've been in other programmes. It also puts you in contact with some new people who are curious, what's this about, and are coming along to find out. And it is, the atmosphere is very open, it's very positive, people are very welcoming, and it's a very open, engaging atmosphere, and an atmosphere where people can frankly explore issues, can talk about their difficulties, the strengths, their weaknesses in a very open way, but also in a way that they feel secure. It's a secure environment. My organisation at the moment, big issue is downsizing, losing functions, losing staff very rapidly, managing that process, dealing with downsizing, dealing with the whole process of people leaving the organisation. So the experience of listening to how that happens in other organisations, the experience of other people in other parts of Ireland who have had different contexts but very similar experiences of having to deal with downsizing their organisations after the recession, and in some cases now, of course, having the opportunity to begin to rebuild businesses, which is also very good to hear that that's happening too. Well, certainly I think one of the good things about coming to a programme like this, you hear as many failures as you do successes. We all know that failure happens all the time, but we tend not to want to think it happens to us. We want us to be the exception. And when you hear people being very honest and saying, I messed that one up, gosh, you want to hear what we did, we went out and we forgot that the client wanted X and not Y, and you begin to think, right, so more people than just us make these sorts of mistakes, and that again is very good in building a more confident business culture, whatever organisation you're leading. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but people talk about the loneliness of people at the top of organisations, and being a leader is a lonely position. Now, sometimes that's a bit of a cliche, but actually very often it is very much like that people don't have that sort of support, because it's, by definition, if you're in a certain position in an organisation, sometimes it's hard to turn to somebody and say, cracky, I feel really worried about where we're going to go to here, what am I going to do, what's the best way to do things. Now, you have some friends and confidants you can talk to, but if you have a group of people that you can share experiences with in a safer environment, if I can put it that way, then that creates just other people you can talk to, chat to, sit down around dinner, sit down, have a drink, talk to them, discuss experiences, because you only have to sit down for 2 minutes here and people are straight into talking about their work experiences and what they're doing, their life experiences. It's a very, very rich group of people and a very rich network that is being built here.